Hello, Boss Divas. How are you doing? Okay, so it's Lisa Jane here, the founder and CEO of DoneForYouDivas.com, and today I am showcasing our latest product, which is the ebook templates, the Canva ready ebook templates. And these, I am so excited to show you these because these are going to be such a godsend to you. Okay, so anybody that is creating ebooks, lead magnets, add-ons and extras for their workshops and programs. You can use these for creating worksheets and more information for all of those things as well. These are going to be an absolute godsend. These are going to save you so much time, and they're going to allow you to create beautiful and stunning on-brand extras and ebooks and stuff like that for your tribe. Okay, and these are so easy to use, done in Canva. It's just a matter of just swiping over your own images, copy and pasting your text, and you're good to go. Okay, so today I just want to show you what you're going to get with these templates, exactly what's in them, and also just show you briefly how to use them, just to make it a little bit easier for you, so that you've got more of an idea on how to use them and how to best use them for you, so that you can dive straight in and start creating amazing, beautiful ebooks. So this one here that I have here, this is one that I've completed. It's got images, it's just got the sample text in it and stuff like that. But this is potentially what your ebook or your lead magnet or whatever could look like. And as you can see, it's pretty beautiful. So let me just quickly explain to you exactly what we have in here. Okay, so we've got 3 different covers. I've decided to add 3 different covers for you so that you can choose which one you want. It's easy enough to delete pages and add more pages and stuff like that as well, and easy to move them around. So what I've done is I've added 3 different pages. Obviously you're not going to have 3 different cover pages, but it allows you, you can move them around and stuff like that, choose which one you want. You have an about me page here, which has got your social media thing, and this is a brilliant place for you just to tell your tribe all about you, that nice little intro. If you can hear that snoring in the background, that is Mary. She's my pug. So if you can hear snoring in the background, don't worry, it's not like my granddad or anything, it's my dog. Okay, so we have an about me page, which is always really good to add to ebooks and your freebies. So even if you're creating just a really short 3-page freebie, get your about me page in there, all right? And get your social media links, get links to your website and everything like that in there, because it's just that extra little bit of a little bit more, kind of like, it's going to give you more traction, it's going to get people to like your pages and to follow you on social media and stuff like that. So always have your about me page, no matter whether it's a huge massive ebook that you're creating or whether it's just like a 3-page freebie. Okay, about me page, it's important. Next we have the content page, so that you can section. You don't necessarily need a content page depending on what it is you're creating. For an ebook, yeah, I definitely recommend it. So this is obviously this page, when you're actually designing yours, you would actually do the content page last, because you will be able to, once you've got all your content in and all your chapters done and stuff like that, you'll know which chapter starts on which page, so that you can list it here properly. But here we've got, you would have the page number of which where it starts. You would have the section or the chapter title, whatever you're calling it, and then maybe give a little brief description of what it is you're actually covering on there. So we've got 3 covers, about me page, content page, and then I've got 3 chapter intro pages, because it's nice to have a little introduction to each chapter. So I've got 3 different designs here. Again, you can mix and match them. You can have them all different throughout your ebook, or you can just use one particular chapter page for every chapter or intro section. But you've got, obviously you would have the chapter name and maybe a little brief description of what's covered in the chapter, and then the first beginning part of your content. And then the rest, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 content pages. And this is where you're going to be adding the main content of your ebook, or your lead magnet, or whatever it is. And again, you can make extra ones of these pages, so it doesn't matter how long your ebook is. You're not going to run out of pages because you just add more. And you can obviously swap these around when you actually. I will talk about that in a minute. But as you can see, there's lots of different designs, and it's just going to make it more interesting for your people to read your book, and more visually appealing to read it. One thing that you need to understand is when you're creating things like ebooks and lead magnets and stuff, people are reading these from a screen, whether it's a computer, a laptop, an iPad, a phone, something like that. So if you've just got a whole A4 page of just text, it's not very pleasant on the eyes. It makes it very difficult to read, and it's pretty bloody boring, to be honest. Whereas if you've got pages like this, they're beautiful. People are actually going to want to read it. They're going to want to look at it, and it just makes it so much more pretty. As you can see, this page here in particular is just simply a image with a little bit of text on it. Again, this is good for breaking up those pages. Again, it just makes it more visually appealing, more stimulating. It breaks it up. You know, it's not just reading just reams and reams of text. It makes it just that little bit nicer and more interesting. So that's why I've added these pages as well, because it looks, when you've all got it out in your ebook and stuff like that, it looks absolutely stunning. The very last page is just an ending page. You don't need to have that if you don't want. You can just delete that. But I think it's nice just to end your ebook with some nice little pictures, and you can change this text to have maybe a call to action, sort of like, right, now that you've read this, go and do this. You know, send a link to a sales page or something like that, or come follow me on social media, or whatever, or refer this book to a friend, you know, etc., etc. So that's what you get in here. So you can mix and match, you can add more pages, you can get really, really creative here, and create books as long or as short as you possibly want. All right. So obviously this is one that's already designed, and it's got the pictures and text on it. But when you've actually purchased this, what you're going to do, you're going to have what, it's not a blank template, but it's going to look like this. So as you can see, the images are not there because you're going to add your own. But I've left the text and stuff there so that you can, you don't have to worry about sectioning it off and making sure that you've got it in all the right places. Okay. So when you actually purchase this bundle, what you're going to be given is a link, and that link is going to take you to this template in Canva. It's got some instructions here. Please read the instructions first, but I'm going to tell you it anyway. Please, please, please do not edit this copy, okay? When you first sent to this is the master copy. If you change something on here now, it's going to change it for everybody. So do not change it here. So when you first come to this, the very first thing you have got to do is go to File and make a copy. All right, and what this is going to do is going to make an exact copy and copy it into your Canva, okay? And this copy, it will say here, copy of ebook template, okay? This one that says copy of ebook template, this is the one that you can edit. So what I normally do is just click off that so that you know you're not going to edit the master template, okay? So once you've got this is your copy. Again, you can rename it up here if you want to rename it to something else. This is obviously the instructions of basically just what I've told you to do about making a copy. So you don't need these pages now. So you can just delete, 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 right? So now you're left with your complete template, all right? And then you can start using it. So obviously the very first thing I'm going to suggest you to do to make sure that you're super organized and stuff like that is write your content in Word document first. All right, so if you're writing everything from scratch, put it in a Word document first so that you know exactly what you're talking about. You've got it all laid out, you've got all the different chapters and the headings and stuff like that. And then this is just going to make it really easy for you, because all you're literally going to do is just copy and paste the text into the different sections. Okay, but do write it in Word document first. Obviously, if you're using one of our one of our bundles, you know, because we sell ebooks and lead magnets and courses and everything like that already done for you, what you're going to want to do is obviously edit the content so that it's unique to you and that you've added your own stories and your own wording, and you've mixed things up and added stuff and taken, you know, you've made that content your own. Once you've done that, you're ready then to start creating your ebook with these templates. And they are so simple to use. You can literally change pretty much everything on here. The only things that you can't really change is the little elements that I've used. You can move them around, and you can change them. You can add filters to them so that they're a different color, like that. And you can adjust the colors, the brightness and stuff like that if you really wanted to. The elements that I've actually used for this is from our Diva Dior branding kit, which is on the website as well, and it comes with all of these different elements and stuff like that in them. So you can change these around a little bit, so that you've got your own kind of thing. But everything else is pretty much you can change completely. Okay, so obviously let's just start here. Your ebook title, obviously you're going to want to put your name of what your ebook is, but you're also going to want to change the font to whatever branded font you have. So say for instance, let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to put this is one of my old design clients fonts. It's absolutely beautiful, so let's just move that across like that. Okay, so and then this is, I would use this font for all of the different like sections and stuff like that in the ebook. Obviously you can add your website, add your name, but you will see that all of these little bits that have got the cloud and the blue sky and thing, this is where you can actually just add your images. Okay, these are the image sections, and to add your own images, they are super easy. So let me just go to my DVD file here where I've got all my things, and I've got these pictures here of this beautiful lady. It's not me. I've got pink hair, so there's not me, but I just decided to use these stock images just for this. So obviously these images, they could be just stock images, or they could be images of you. Ideally for something like a lead magnet or an ebook, or even if you're using these to create bonuses and extras for your workshops and your courses and stuff like that, use pictures of you. You know, people, one of the thing about personal branding and creating that personal brand is that people want to know who you are, what you look like, how you dress. And I know it sounds a bit silly, but they really do. So if you're using pictures of yourself, it's really going to help to build that personal brand. So obviously you'd have all of your pictures, say these are all pictures of you, and you want to add some of these. Literally all you do is you just click, hold and click, you drag them over and hover, and there you go. You've just added your photo, and you do that with all of them. You can use stock images as well if you don't particularly want to use pictures of yourself. You know, if the ebook isn't necessarily centered around you or your personal experience, maybe it's on a subject matter that is not really a personal branding kind of subject matter or whatever, then you may want to use stock images. So I've got a stock image here, so I can add that here. Another thing you can do with these is that you can move that image in the background around. You can make it bigger and stuff like that. So once you've got it selected, if you go to crop up here, you can actually move it around. So you can see these bits are shaded out slightly because those are not in the in the picture frame, so that you can move it around. You can make it bigger. So let's just get that in there, and so that you've got a better picture there. Now, if you decide that you don't want to use that picture, you want to use a different photo, if you go with it selected, just go up here to the trash can and delete image. Now, if you delete grid, it's going to take the whole thing away, okay? So just select, delete, and delete image, and that's going to leave the grid behind, all right, so that you can just go and paste another image over the top. So again, you just click, hold, and drag it over, and just place it on the top. It really is that easy. Let's just crop this. Let's just move her over slightly, get her in there a bit more. And that's how you add your images, okay? So really super easy. Again, let's just choose the different choose a different font, move this around. Again, you like I said, you can change all of these around, get super creative. You can even spin it. Woo! Now, obviously, if you're familiar with Canva, you're going to know all of this kind of stuff anyway. So I'm just kind of like showing you. Now, another thing you can do here with these is these pink blocks that I have here, and here, you can change those colors as well. So if you had, let's choose a different color. So let's color this up. So you would click on it to select it, and you can always see that it's selected because it's got these little things at the top, these little round balls, and you click up here, color. Let's choose completely different color. Let's go for a bluey kind of pale blue. Okay, so say for instance that was one of your branding colors. You would just go through all of these, and then you've got your branding. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Super easy for you to change them so that they match your branding. Another thing, let's have a look at the About Me page. Okay, so one of the brilliant things about Canva and creating PDFs, because obviously once you've finished your book, you're going to turn it into a PDF so that it's easily downloadable to people. But one of the beautiful things about that is that you can actually add links inside the text. So your About Me page is a great place to add all of your links so that people know exactly where they can find you again. And it's really simple to do that. So you would click on here, and then this little button right at the top, link, you would just click, you would add your link to your Facebook page, your Twitter, whatever, there, and then click apply. And then when this is turned into a PDF, when the people that are reading it click on that, it's going to take them to the Facebook page, take them to your Twitter, you can even do it with this section. So highlight your web address there, come on up to the top right again, add that, click apply, and then that becomes a clickable link. You can do it in here as well. So if you have something in particular, say for instance you're talking about how you were featured in Huffington Post, and this little line says I was featured in Huffington Post, you could highlight that little section there, again go up here, add the link to your Huffington Post feature. You can do it with everything as well. You can do it with elements, or pictures or anything like that, so that people can click on them and it's taken to a link somewhere. So even in some of these ebooks and stuff like that, one little tip to make some extra money is when you're creating ebooks, if you were talking about programs or workshops or anything else like that you have, if you mention it at all anywhere in your ebook, do a link, create a link with that text to the sales page for the workshop or the course or whatever it is you're selling, because it's going to, not everybody is going to click on it and buy it or anything like that, but there's going to be some people that read it and you're talking about, oh yes, if you want to know more about this subject, then I actually have a workshop on it, click here. blah, blah, blah. It's just those extra sale points, okay? So those extra call to actions, those extra links. Get those links to all of your paid stuff. And you can even put links to affiliate programs. You know, if you're an affiliate for, you know, one of your peers webs workshops or courses, again, add those links somewhere, anywhere that it's relevant, okay? What else is there? Okay, so again, like I said before, the content page is going to be the page that you're going to use last. So once you've got all your pages, all your content in there, and you know what's what and where it is, then you can obviously say, right, okay, so page 4, it's going to start at page 4, and this is going to be the first chapter heading here, and then a brief. Then maybe chapter 2 starts on page 8, and then you'd have your title and a little brief there. Okay, so this page you're actually going to do that last. Your chapter pages. Now, as I said before, if you click on this little, once you've done your designing and stuff like that, if you click on here, this brings all of your pages up, and it's really easy for you to arrange all of the pages, all of your content pages in the right sections. And you can even add more pages, so you can copy page, so added another page there, copy page, and you know, you can delete them as well. You can also move them around. So say for instance you wanted this one up here or whatever, you can move them around. This is probably the easiest place to kind of like organize your ebook and stuff like that. Obviously you're not going to need 3 cover pages, so let's get rid of that one. Don't need that cover page, don't need that cover page. Say that's chapter 1, maybe chapter 2 starts there, maybe chapter 3 starts, let's put that down there. And as you can see, so you've got your front cover, your about page, your content page, the first chapter page, then you've got content, chapter 2, content, chapter 3, content. This bottom one, this black back one, I can't remember if I've just told you this, but this is like the ending page. You don't have to have that. I like to have it because it's a nice way just to end your little ebooks and stuff like that, and have a cool call to action here, send them somewhere to more information and stuff. So as you can see, it is really easy to add your images. You just copy and paste your text into these text boxes. You add your images, you can move all of these different elements around, change these colors. Let's just change this one just so that you can see again. So it's on brand. Again, you can move these around if you wanted to, get super creative with them. If there is, you can also copy and paste these as well. So say for instance you wanted that, copy that and add it there, so that you can add more wherever you want them. Okay, so it's just super creative. And again here, this, you would just select this, I select all, and then you would just paste your content in there, and it would just automatically go into here. Okay, so that is how easy this is. So you literally just drag your pictures over, make sure that they're aligned in the right place that you want them, change the let me just position that back a minute. You can change that so that they're all on brand, got your brand colors, and again your fonts and everything like that, and you are good to go. And then you will be creating things like this in absolute no time at all. They really are super simple to use, and they're great tools. And you can make these as big or as little as you want. So you can literally just have, you could have, one second, let me just come over here. If you were creating a freebie, for instance, then maybe you would just have the front cover, your about me. You may have a content page, maybe not, but you may just have, you know, three content pages, because it's a freebie. Obviously, you know, you're not giving away the world with your freebie. So, you could just look how easy it is. I'm just deleting all of these. And then that would be your freebie. So you would just have your base content where you're just giving like bits of content here, or advice or help or whatever here, and then you've created that as well. Okay. So yeah, and obviously if you want to create more, you can either, once you've saved your own copy, the master copy, to your Canva, again, you can create another copy of that master in your own, or save the link that I've actually sent you, so that if you want to come back and have just the master copy again, you can copy it again just from our master copy. That's not a problem. So I hope you are loving these. I'm actually going to be making a lot more of these. Lots of different designs. I've got a few other ideas to create for these templates in Canva, because I know so many of you love these Canvas. You're loving the social media Canva templates that I got. And being able to change them and edit them to suit your needs is really helpful. And obviously things like creating ebooks and lead magnets and all that kind of thing, that's so time consuming, and I understand that how time consuming it is. And when you're trying to sell this kind of information product as well, things like an ebook, it has to be beautiful. It has to be visually appealing. Otherwise, you're not going to sell it. If people, all they can see is just something, just reams and reams of text, it's just like, that's not appealing. They just don't want that. They want things to be pretty. And I know it might sound silly, but it is true. People want pretty. So if you are design challenged, then these templates are going to be an absolute godsend to you. Okay, so if you have any questions or anything like that, then please do get in touch. Myself and my team are here to help. We are happy to hear from you all. And we're happy to answer any of your questions or anything like that. If you have particular tutorials that you would love us to do, just let us know. I love doing these little tutorials for you to make sure that you are getting the best out of the Done For You Divas products and stuff like that. So hope you're loving this, and I cannot wait to see the creations that you make with these. So please, when you have made your creations, when you have done your ebook and you've got it all laid out and everything out, please tag us in on either Instagram or Facebook so that we can actually see your finished product, because we just love seeing what you've done and what you've created. It makes us feel so good, and it's just wonderful to see, and we love it. So please do that. But I'm going to leave you there now, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you love these templates. Okay, signing out. Peace.